What's up, guys? It's Alejandro from Homecourt. I'm at Panda Express right now trying to get big like Zion. In today's video, we talk about Zion's first few games and what we think he's going to be like in the future. Please subscribe and just check us out. Thank you.
She wanna vibe with me, I told her, little baby, just go ahead and sit down. Ay, she wanna ride with me, I told her, little baby, you just for the click now. Ay, rockstar status my motive. Look how I came in.
Zion Williamson has returned to the NBA. Well, I wouldn't say returned because he never really started a game in the NBA till this week. So he started his career in the NBA this past week.
Yeah,
first game against the Spurs, and then I think he's played 2 games since then. So what has been you guys' impression of Zion Williamson so far as he's had his first 3 games?
I think Zion really took off the first game, which is great. It was really weird just seeing, like, I remember I told them I was driving and I'm checking the score and I keep on checking Zion's score and I'm like, man, like, he hasn't really been playing too well. Like, me and my brother kind of had a bet on his stat line. And I was like, he's probably going to get I said 16 and 12, But I didn't think he was going to make a 3. I thought it was just going to be all dunks. And it was really crazy to see him make 4 threes in a row, 4 for 4 for his first game. And also, lead the Pelicans back in the game. I think everyone, I think the Pelicans had, a sign of relief after that game because they knew, they made the right decision by picking him. He's an amazing talent. Just some things I really want to see him improve on, especially defense. He's getting targeted on defense, which is weird to think about because he's such a good defender, especially help side defender. Mm-hmm. But he's getting targeted countless amount of times. Quicker guards when they switch on him, easy bucket. He's just too slow, and that's because he's the 3rd heaviest person in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with his weight. But when you're a small forward and you're the 3rd heaviest person in the NBA, you could just think of a lot of big men and he's heavier than him. And it's really weird to think about. It's odd. It's really odd. And so with that being said, he needs to improve that lateral quickness. That's probably one of the biggest flaws of his game. Also his balance, I feel that will help him in the long run with injuries and explosiveness. He has no balance when he's gathering or driving through the lane. It's very I wouldn't say lopsided, but it's uncontrolled. And as we saw in D Rose's career, 3 major injuries really quick. And I have no doubt in my mind that the same thing could happen with Zion. So he needs to improve a lot of things in his game and kind of do a lot of things to his body. But he has a jump shot and he has a drive. So I think I'm really confident in him. I think he's gonna be an all-star. He could be a starter next year in the all-star game. So
yeah,
I think he's gonna take the Pelicans pretty far.
I'm pretty on the Zion bandwagon right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
There's just nothing there's no big red flags other than his
his
health
injuries,
and wealth.
but
yeah,
his game,
yeah, you watch him play and you're
anything.
I don't know what to hate on.
I think by his 3rd year he'll be the top 5 player in the league. No doubt.
Big man or
no player.
Just player?
By his 3rd year. Yeah, okay, everything I say is barring he's healthy and doesn't have.
Yeah, for sure. There's a whole conversation. Yeah. No one's predicting him to.
But so take everything I say with that intention that he will be healthy. So I think he will be a top 5 player by his 3rd year. It is a crazy combination. He is the most athletic player in the NBA and the heaviest player in the NBA. That we've never seen anyone like that. That's actually what you want. You want someone that is so big you can't really reach around them. If you put your hand on them, you're fouling them. You can't reach around him to swat the ball because he's so wide, right? He's so strong that he can just put his body into you. What are you gonna do? He has that size and he has that athleticism. But he will lose weight for sure just by playing, by getting in game shape. But he'll always be stocky and big. So that's just a crazy combination. On top of that, it looks like he worked on his set shot a little bit, right?
Yeah. I feel like he had a set shot in college.
Yeah, but that's what really matters is that set shot. Mm-hmm. Because obviously that's one thing on his game. He needs to be able to work off the dribble and one dribble pull-ups, stuff like that, shoot while you're dribbling. But if he can have that set shot and be like shoot a pretty good percent from
That'd be a
three,
good foundation.
that's insane.
I don't think he could have a pull up with the way he sets his feet though.
You don't think so?
He doesn't jump enough, and he would have too much momentum if he pulled up. He would be moving too far one side. Like he doesn't have enough finesse in his game to like.
Yeah.
I can't even see him like
he would really have
picturing just like gathering for like a step back or I don't know. It's just like
he would really have to work on that. Just to kind of give the audience an idea of what he's been doing, he's averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists on what's that? 22 minutes a game.
Yeah, it's almost more points per minute.
That's insane. Yeah. That is unbelievable.
Actually, it's close. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's unbelievable. And the thing about him that separates him from like other superstars is that you could put him on any team because he doesn't need the ball. He can do a bunch of other things that's not. He doesn't need the ball at the top of the key. He's not really going to ISO. You give him the ball, he's going to one dribble, go to the rim, try to dunk it. He can cut in for the little, like, shuffle passes when he's cutting. You could throw him the lob, transition. Like, he's elite. He doesn't need the ball. So he can really fit in with any other superstar. He can overshadow them while having the ball less. That's, like, a crazy quality that you just don't see in superstars in the NBA anymore. This kid is unbelievable. And I think he could be the face of the league. Like, I think he's a great face of the league. But we've kind of talked, there isn't really anyone that we could see, not in terms of their game, but in terms of being the face, surpass LeBron yet. Where it's like, okay, this name is marketable. This kid is marketable. Their face, everything about them. Everything about Zion shouts face of the league to me. So I think he can be that. And I think he's made the Pelicans the best young team in the whole association.
It's just weird that there's only like, I don't even know if there's centers. Like, I wish I could look at the list right now. I probably should, but there's like 28 centers in the league that are way less than Zion.
Yeah, he's the third heaviest player in the league.
I know, but like, just think about that. Like centers.
Yeah, and he's
like big
he's
dude,
short
like
too.
He's not that
7
tall,
footers. Yeah, like 7+. Like, it's just so weird to think. And they have no problem getting him the ball.
Yeah.
It's so easy for him to get the ball, but yeah, that's just so scary. Like, just as a, like he's so power driven. I feel like it's just like one takeaway from blowing out his knee. I don't know.
My biggest thing on Zion, Zion's a great player. He's for sure, like what you said, he has a crazy combination of athleticism in his body, something we've never seen before. I don't think you can leave him. I don't know why the Spurs were leaving him open because he showed it.
It was the first game. It makes sense.
I mean, still
letting him shoot that. I feel like I definitely.
Also, if somebody makes 3 threes
that.
to you, like on you in a row, you should probably guard the 4th one. But.
Also, when you're injured, that's like all you can do is work on your set shot.
Yeah.
But like, if I was like Popovich, I'd be like, let him shoot.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot you could do. So I don't know.
You don't have a scouting report on him yet. He hasn't played. So.
I mean, just going back.
You do.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of do.
I mean, you do, but
I'm saying he's a first round pick. I feel like everyone knows.
You're not going to know he's going to make 4 threes in the first game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, just going back to what you said, like I think his health is such a question. His body is something we've never seen before. His initial prognosis was 6 to 8 weeks, and they got that way wrong. It was probably like close to double that.
Yeah,
and
it was.
I feel like just his health is going to be a problem. Like his whole career, he won't be able to play. Like he won't be able to string multiple seasons together in a row. And I mean, like just look at this season. He's already missed half the season. Like, and the Pelicans are one of the worst teams in the NBA right now in the Western Conference.
I mean, there's a lot of speculation that they could make that run for that.
They can definitely make the run. They're like not far out
right now. Like their record, you kind of put them in a big hole.
What? They're like
and if
they're like 3 games behind.
So there's like 4 teams ahead of them. I mean, a lot of luck has to go their way. I mean, Keon can check and see what place they're in right now. But
yeah, that's what I'm doing. They are 18 and 29, 12 seed. They are 4.5 games out of the 8 seed.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's an All-Star break.
Yeah, I mean, it's like already happened.
And they have Favors and Williamson back, and Lonzo's back, like healthy. They had a lot of injuries.
That is an injury-riddled team for sure.
I mean,
that's a big concern.
If your best player is missing like a quarter of the season, a third of the season, half of the season, every single season.
Yeah.
That's hurting your franchise a lot.
But I mean, again, I've said this, I'll say it again. Joel Embiid missed a whole 2 seasons. And I think those Sixers are pretty happy with that selection. So, I mean, you can't really base it on that. Like, Joel Embiid is also the kind of player who would get hurt. Like, they had issues. They had it, they thought he might not ever play in the NBA. Just like Zion. They think Zion might not be able to last in the NBA. They thought that about Joel. Obviously, Joel hasn't had like a long career yet, but I think the Sixers are very happy with that.
Yeah, and they're like flourished into a really good team.
Yeah.
And, if you look at where they were, if you look at where the Sixers were when they drafted Embiid,
to now,
and where they are now, it's really like insane to kind of look at that.
The Pelicans are going to be amazing.
They need to sell.
All the young
I
players
say
are
sell
balling
at the
right now.
deadline.
Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, they're all like having their best game.
Oh yeah,
Lonzo Ball just had his
amazing
career high in assists yesterday. He had 15 assists yesterday.
They could definitely like trade some pieces. I think they have a really good squad. I don't think they have the right depth. Just the right guys coming off the bench. Like they have like a little too many guards. I don't feel like they know how to work Ingram and Zion in yet, because he's been just doing more catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And like you saw him this season going off by like taking dudes one-on-one. And I feel like since I've seen Zion play, he's only been like really catching and shooting and just kind of being like the Lakers kind of Ingram, not the Ingram he was like earlier this season. So.
Yeah, I think he's trying to defer a little bit and let Zion kind of work his way in. But I think they'll figure it out.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully y'all like listening to Homecourt. Subscribe, like, drop a comment. Gang gang.